Hi, my name is Ryan Kennedy, and I'm the Executive Director of Noeticus Counseling Center and Training Institute in Denver, Colorado. Thank you for joining us today. Noeticus is a community-based, not-for-profit counseling organization and training institute, and we were founded in 2004. Noeticus provides really three elements, and the first element is something that most people know us for, and that's counseling. We are a counseling center. We provide individual counseling, couples counseling, and group counseling. We also provide classes for the community, and classes range from a whole variety of topics, including parenting, couples. We do couples workshops for new couples and couples who've been together for a long time. We also do classes in a variety of other topics too that are focused on community needs. The second part of what we provide is training, and the training includes an internship program. We also provide externship training that's postgraduate, and we also have a approved continuing education program for professionals and students to do continuing education. The third thing that Noeticus provides is collaboration with local and statewide, as well as national associations and training programs to help collaborate with like-minded services. One of the things that Noeticus strives to offer and incorporate into our programming, our trainings, and our staff is an idea known as mindfulness. And mindfulness, really put simply, is paying attention on purpose in the present moment without judgment. And it seems like a simple concept, and yet it's something that's hard to do and takes some practice and a lot of support. We have mindfulness show up in one of our programs as a really core concept, and that program is our Living Better program. And Living Better is based on what a lot of people know as Dialectical Behavior Therapy, or DBT.
Hello, my name is Christine. I'm one of the DBT coordinators at Noeticus Counseling Center. I know that as a consumer, you have a lot of options if you're in the market for a therapeutic modality that supports a personal goal for psychological development. I hope that you'll stay tuned so that I can tell you a little bit about a marvelous integrated approach to therapy that can profoundly change the quality of your life. Psychologist Marsha Linehan is the founder of Dialectical Behavior Therapy. Linehan began studying and observing suicidal clients in the 1980s. Her research findings led her to deeply understand the inner nature of people who are likely to intentionally harm themselves as a solution to their problems. In addition, Linehan discovered two major insights. The first insight that she discovered is people who are chronically suicidal were raised in an environment that were profoundly invalidating, and consequently need an environment of unconditional acceptance. The second insight that Linehan discovered in her research is that there is a need for proportional commitment from the client. In other words, in order for people to do this type of work, they have to be willing to accept their predicament, which is that there is a dire level of emotional reactivity. Dialectical behavior therapy combines commitment with the core conditions of acceptance and change through the dialectical process of reflective thinking. The curriculum is comprised of an array of skills from Western psychological traditions and Eastern meditative traditions. Since DBT was introduced to the field of psychology in the early 1990s, there's been an abundant amount of research done on the subject. And research has demonstrated that DBT is effective in chronic suicidality, depression, anxiety, mood disorders, compulsive behaviors, and feelings of emptiness.
Hi, my name is Nikki, and I'm a DBT facilitator at the Noeticus Counseling Center and Training Institute. I'm here today to talk to you about the mindfulness module in DBT. The skill of mindfulness, as practiced in DBT, allows people to slow down enough to notice sensations, feelings, thoughts, and actions as they arise. So this is a practice of paying attention to what's happening in the present moment. The value of mindfulness practice is that it allows us to interact with life from a place of presence and choice, as opposed to from a place of habit and reaction. Many of us are able to let our emotions out without insight or censorship. Others of us are really good at using logic to assess situations, but we then sometimes interact without any relationship to our feelings, and sometimes without even knowing what we're feeling. Another great thing about mindfulness is that it teaches us how to combine logic and our emotional center such that we learn how to actually let ourselves feel what we're feeling, which takes some courage, and we also learn how to use choice so that we have choice in how we express our emotions, and we tend to learn how to have greater sense of impact of our emotional life on other people. There are innumerable benefits to mindfulness. Some of the benefits that are relevant to DBT and that have been researched and evidence-based are a decrease in cognitive disorganization, a decrease in distracting and ruminating thoughts, a decrease in depression and anxiety, and an enhanced immune response.
Interpersonal effectiveness skills are about interacting effectively in relationship with others. The skills in this model are designed or intended to maximize an individual's chance of successfully satisfying a goal in a particular situation without damaging the relationship or damaging one's self-respect.
I'm going to talk to you a little bit right now about the emotion regulation module of DBT. Marsha Linehan in DBT reminds us that challenges in regulating our emotions are often central to impulsive or behavioral difficulties. So for example, dysfunctional behaviors like suicidal behavior or behavioral addictions or substance use disorders are often actually behavioral solutions to intolerably painful emotions. Right? So when we're experiencing emotions that are really hard to experience, it can feel easier to act out an addiction than it can to actually allow ourselves to feel what's happening. However, acting with our addictive behavior tends to cause great harm to ourselves or to others. Therefore, people with high sensitivity to emotional distress can benefit from regulating their emotions. In this module, DBT members learn how to identify the emotions they're having. They learn how to understand what particular emotions do for us, how to increase positive emotions, and how to change our emotional response when that would be supportive for our health and well-being or for the health and well-being of others.
The skills in distress tolerance have to do with the ability of cultivating an attitude of acceptance to oneself and the current situation without any judgment. Distress tolerance skills empower an individual to make wise decisions about whether and how to respond in a distressing situation. The goal in distress tolerance is to become capable of calmly recognizing a negative situation and the impact that it has on you without becoming overwhelmed or reacting in a negative way.
Thank you very much for learning more about Noeticus. We are delighted to have you join us, and we hope to hear from you through email or a phone call if you have any questions or want to learn more about any of our programs, services, or trainings. Thank you.